Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Lee with T3 Live, and I'm going to do the daily recap today. It is Thursday, and let's look at some things that happened today and that we know that are facts, okay? We have a lot of tension still with Israel and Gaza. The fiscal cliff is nowhere near to be settled, obviously. We heard that from yesterday's, press conference with Obama. And every time he comes on, it seems like the markets decide they want to go lower. And Bernanke spoke today, and the home builders had a nice little rally, and we had a little push up. But what happens in the market when we don't have bottoms is that we keep trying. And traders like myself always come in thinking we're going to have that perfect trade, right? The perfect trade, the perfect situation. A big flush out. Apple capitulates to 518. And we could see a bottom at 2 o'clock, 2:15. And I just want to show you what happened today that lets me and other traders see that this action is very difficult, okay? And also, we're not ready for that capitulation, that easy trade. And I'm just going to show you a few charts right now, and then we'll discuss a little more about today and other good stuff about trading. Okay, so let's look at the spiders. Okay, now I know everyone loves to look at, the same stocks every day, okay? The spiders, I believe, it's not a stock. It is a market indicator letting you know what the macro market is doing and what it wants to do, okay? As I speak to you, the market's about to close any minute now, and we did have a little bounce off of lows. I'm going to pull up the 1-day, 5-minute here. And as you can see, with 15, 20 minutes to go in the day, we had a nice little bounce off the low, okay? Was that expected? No way. The only way you caught this if you're trying to pick a bottom, okay? And that's not the way that I like to trade. I look for low risk, high reward setups with good probability trades. And to me, buying the spiders with 20 minutes to go right here is a crapshoot. And you're looking for that quick bounce. We never got that clean sell. Right here was when, earlier in the day when Bernanke spoke, we did have a little rally. I'm going to pull up a couple stocks that rallied with that, and you will look at a couple of the home builders. We'll look at Lennar on a 1-day, 5-minute. Nice rally. I mean, I'll go back here. Look at that nice bull flag. Great trade, but every rally is being sold off. So my suggestion as a trader right now is when you get in the money, book those profits and don't look for that big trade and don't get greedy, okay? It makes things a lot easier to manage trades when you sell half your position or even 3/4 of it, and it breaks down. You know what? Winning trade, move on to the next one. So let's just look over some home builders, KBH. They all look similar, right? Toll, MDC, another home builder, massive rally, but these are very good intraday patterns. So you see that little bull flag in MDC? Great trade, great profitable trade. Where's it come? It stops at resistance. Don't get greedy and sell your stock, okay? Let's talk about what the spiders did again. And I want to show you something here. The spiders keep, in my observation, they're on a trend line down. You have a high, you have your lower high, a lower high, a lower high, okay? And now, let's see what happens at the close. I mean, we're trying to close potentially green here on no volume. We have options X tomorrow. I'll also do the morning game plan tomorrow, so we'll see what's coming on into the morning call. But this trade is still bearish, okay? You don't have to be in it yet. Yeah, they are closing a little strong. Let's see where Apple's closing. Apple here. Now this is the problem, and everyone in their mind, now everyone loves trading Apple. I'll talk about it for 2 minutes, and then I'll go on to some stocks that I look at. Let's just look at the daily on Apple. We've come in, we know this. We talk about this all the time. 700 to now 525, okay? Do the math. I'm not a genius, but that's 175 points. For those who, can't figure that out. Here's the deal. We don't know where it's going. We have a little pivot back here, which is at 122 and change, and today's low was 122 and change. So tomorrow morning, potentially I have a trade idea. I'm going to use 122, today's low, and that pivot as potential support or an area for potential reversal. So if we do get a gap down or we trade lower tomorrow, and at some point if we trade above that 522, I might look for a trade, and depending on what kind of action it's telling me, back to 530, potentially back to 535. Let's look at the 1 day again, 5 minute. And as you can see, it had a quick $5 rally out of nowhere, okay? Unless you're getting cocky and looking for bottoms here, the stock was making a new low. So that's not a good trade. We could easily see in 520. That's not how traders make money, but we did have a quick little bounce, and it's probably closing around the 526 area. And it'll probably close right there, and we'll move on. So let's talk about some other stocks. Some stocks that had earnings today. We came in and we looked at PETM. Okay, I love earning plays. We have the gap up, a couple nice little bull flags early in the day, and as you can see, this consolidation up here. Once a stock breaks, to me, the hardest thing right now is to buy stocks that are gapping up big time. It's not the smartest trade. So my advice right now, okay, until all this stuff is fixed, please just keep taking your small profits. It makes things easy. Book your trades, get cash flow, don't get greedy. I know the mom and pop who love seeing their IRA go up every day. You're taking a hit. I mean, we're 10, 12, 15% off markets, and stocks go down a lot more, okay? I'm going to show you some symbols that I follow in my personal account that I'm going to look potentially to get long, and we have to see some support. So let's go back to dailies right here. And I'm going to show you some dailies that have been just crushed, okay? Microsoft. Let me just go to the daily chart. These aren't high beta flyers, but look at these things. Look at this. Look at Microsoft, and we're not talking too long ago where this thing is in the 31 area. It's at 27, okay? These things are getting crushed. Intel, okay? These are big names making 52-week lows and getting hit in the market. So my suggestion, do you see this market turning around unless we see some stability in these things? Look at Intel. Look at DuPont. Look at these charts. So this tells me, and I'll just pull it up a little closer in the last couple months here, we're not going anywhere. McDonald's, okay? These are real companies that are in bearish patterns. Caterpillar potentially could be a really good short through this 80 area. You have 80, 80, 50 as support. That could be the next one that gets hit a little bit, okay? Let me show you some others besides the Apple and Googles of the world. I looked at GE today for a potential bounce. These things are getting hit. General Electric, that is a major fall. These things are falling 15, 20% in a month. So my advice to you guys, stocks always fall more than the markets do, and these high beta just get worked, okay? Look at Baidu. Now, Sina has earnings after the bell today, so it's one that we'll look at tomorrow morning in the call. But you know what? Baidu, this thing is ugly. This is ugly, ugly, ugly pattern. Look at this. I mean, we're at year lows, not looking good at all, and depending on what Sina does, this thing, we could see lower prices. We could see, I was looking at the chart, we could see that 75, 80 area in Baidu. Why own Baidu? The only reason you're not looking for Baidu is a quick snapback. And now here's two ways to look at this market. There's two ways to think right now. Do you want to build in positions for a longer term portfolio, or you're looking for that 1-2 day bounce potential? It's coming. We might have it tomorrow. It might happen Monday, but that bounce is probably going to be sold. So depending on your time frame as a trader, that's crucial. You have to figure out what kind of trader you are, what kind of trader you want to be, and what time frame you're looking at. Okay, that's incredibly, incredibly important. If you're looking for GE to bounce to 2050, you might get it over a day or two. If you're looking for 2250 in the next 2 days, you got something looking. You know, you're not going to get it. So all these traders in Apple, and Apple really is telling the picture. I'm not going to talk about it as a trading vehicle right now, but I'm just going to talk about it here, and this is the daily. It's really clean. Look at this tight wedge right here. I'm not too good with e-signal, so drawing the lines, just bear with me here. But here's your line. Here's a little wedge, bearish channel, bearish wedge, bearish flag, whatever you want to talk about, and then it cracked again. And it's been stair-stepping down. Yes, we've had days where it's up $15, $20, but these are just, you know, building that bearish pattern. So for all you Apple traders who thinking it's going to go back to 660 tomorrow, 650, how about even 600, you know, you're really looking for this, you know, fiscal cliff to get resolved, and the iPhone 5 is just completely blowout during holidays. Stocks don't really tend to bounce as much as you want them to after they get hit. It does take time for them to, you know, absorb this down move. Yes, can Apple get back to 575? Of course it can. But expecting that real big V bottom, guys, my personal opinion in the market right now, I would not expect that V bottom. I'd expect more of a U type pattern in a lot of stocks. We're not going to get that, you know, we might get a flush intraday and then a reversal. And I'll show you one that happened today, and it really looked good. Is like a Caterpillar. Now let's look at Caterpillar in the 1 day. And I like watching these. Is this the 1 day? Yeah, right here. So you see like some pretty good action in CAT this morning. It consolidated, market wasn't that, you know, great, and it tried. It definitely did try, but look, every time a stock rallies, it's getting sold. And I think that is something that everyone should write down. That's what's happening in the market right now, okay? Every type of push is being sold. Any type of bull flag on an upper end of the range is not an A play right now. It could change overnight, but as I see it, you know, it's not the trade that I would look for, okay? So, hold on for a second. This glare is killing my eyes. But on another note, you know, come in every day thinking and believing that you are a good trader. A lot of traders are sending me emails and asking me, you know, I might want to give up and this and stuff. Don't give up if you're struggling. Figure out why you're struggling. Maybe cut your size. Come in with less expectations and believe that, you know what, I'm only going to look to make a little. You don't have to get caught up in buying the bottoms and picking bottoms. Leave that to the proctologist. Just believe in yourself and make money. I've been green. The last couple of weeks have been tough, but I am making a living, and that's what our objection is, or objective. So, you know, believe in yourself. Don't let the market get the better of you. You are smarter than the market and have control over a lot of things, okay? So this is Mike Lee. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Let's look at some stocks, probably Sina, you know, Apple, a couple others that have gotten beat up, and we'll see where the market opens. I would not be taking overnights. You know, you're on your own on that, and good luck trading. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sean Hendelman of T3 Live, where we train, coach, and mentor traders in order to help you put your money to work with confidence. The T3 Live approach is a blueprint for you to recognize, adapt, and ultimately take advantage of different market conditions. To begin your training with T3 Live, we would like to offer you the opportunity to enroll in our free 30-day online home study course. Fill in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side.